Hello and welcome back to another YouTube video. And I specify that because we're gonna get to the TikTok videos in a couple minutes. I just wanted to say something before before we get to the TikToks, okay? So I feel like the second batch of TikToks are way better than the first batch. I know there are 14. So last time there was only 10. This time it's 14. And I just wanted to say that every Wednesday you're going to be getting a compilation of TikTok videos. So how this came to be was, I was in Champagne or something. I got back. This is when I was doing my brainstorming. I'm like, well, the first 10 in that video went up on a Wednesday. And I'm like, what day do I want to do this on? Because it's like, because, no one's going to watch it anyway. But I mean, I just like to keep them all in one place, just in case I decide not to do the TikTok thing anymore. Or, because I'm going to delete the videos off my phone to save space to record more TikToks for next week. But they're all going to be on TikTok. I'm uploading some of them to Instagram. And some of them, I guess I should put a trigger warning here too. Some of them get sort of gnarly. I mean, dropping the F-bomb a couple of times, dropping the A-word. It's weird. I like doing that because TikTok is like a new platform. I've been on it for less than a month. Like a different style of man. It seems like everyone on TikTok, you just have to do it to get over it. Like everyone's swearing, everyone's doing parodies, everyone's doing the put the finger down challenges, making jokes. And so I'm just sort of trying to not like do a direct copy of it, but put my own little spin on things, and that's what you're gonna see in this video. So every Wednesday you're going to see a TikTok compilation. Now what's in this TikTok compilation this time? Well, this time we don't have a parody. I'm still working on this one. It's like I have half of it done, because eventually they can only be a minute long. I'm at 27 seconds, but I want to redo it honestly. I just haven't found lyrics for that parody, and 2, been sort of lazy, and 3, haven't had a time to record it. So that parody is coming eventually in the future, sometime in the future. But this time, I just recorded a Billie Eilish TikTok that went up about 5 to 7 minutes ago. So it like about 6:15, no 6:50, 6:45ish. So I don't know what time this video will be put together and be going up, but yeah, on Wednesday I have a couple music videos where I sort of point out the weird things about music, like the Vamps or Queen or stuff like that. Oh, Destiny Child, another one I did. So those are in here. Part 1 and 2 are in this part, and I'm gonna continue doing that series or start a new series. What else? I have me going off on Kevin Durant. He's a basketball player for the Brooklyn Nets, and the Brooklyn Nets got eliminated. I made a video of me going off on Kevin. So that was a lot of fun to make. And honestly, where I get these ideas from, I just sort of I search BuzzFeed and YouTube and stuff like that, get my ideas, and just put my own creative spin on them. So I hope watching this you get some ideas, or you just along for the TikTok grind. Okay, so every Wednesday you get a TikTok compilation. So the next time you'll see me in this form of video is next Wednesday. I don't know when the next time I'm doing a proper video, but I mean, oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. Another reason I like doing these compilation things is easy video. I mean, I swear, it's so easy. I just sit down, I get to talk with you guys, even though no one's gonna watch, and just throw it all into iMovie, and voila, easy video. Just post it and upload it. Easy as pie. Doesn't take any time to think of anything and stuff like that. Like you're making soup. Like you throw everything into a pot, you have it sit there on the stove for let it cook, and then you just take it out and eat it. Okay, that's what this feels like. Throw everything in iMovie, edit it together. I didn't edit it, just throw it in there, put so it all runs from one clip to the next, and be like, okay, so you're done? Yeah, download it, upload it, done. So yeah, I'm out of here. Enjoy the TikToks, okay? Bye, guys. I unfortunately lost a friend today. I think you might have to say I buried a friend. So we were talking about Billie Eilish and stuff like that, and how awesome and cool she is. And one of my friends is like, well, I only know Ocean Eyes and Bad Guy. I'm like, what about Everything You Wanted? That's like her best song. And she's like, no, what are you talking about? I legit fainted on my bed. My brother's like, I think you just killed him. I think we need to do CPR. Call the hospital. Call 911. And so I got back up. I'm like, how have you not heard of Everything I Want? It's her best song. She's like, I only know Bad Guy and and Oceanite. Sorry, I'm like, what about Lovely? What about Bury Your Friend? What about All the Good Girls Go to Hell? Therefore I Am. And you know who you are. I know what friend. They're gonna see this. I know they know exactly who they are, and I am disappointing you in the slightest. I know you can't see, but I'm staring straight into you, so I'm so disappointed in you. So we all love music, but how come like some of our favorite music groups have some of the weirdest names? For instance, Journey. Like, where are they taking the Journey to? Like New Zealand, South Dakota, Mars. I never know where they're going. Or One Direction. Like, what direction are they going? North, south, east, west, up, down? I don't know. Next, Hollywood Undead. One question, when was Hollywood ever dead, okay? Hollywood has a population over 150,000, so they were never dead to be undead. Okay, 5 seconds of summer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, whoops, okay, summer's over. I guess I'm going back to school. Okay, and now, Fall Out Boys. Where are they falling from? I never figured that out. Okay, about music part 2. Okay, so this time we're gonna start with Queen. Who are they the queen of? The Queen of England, the Queen of Russia. They don't have a queen because they're not my queen. I can definitely tell you that much. They never specified that. Next, remember the group The Vamp? Yeah, they just sort of faded out of into darkness. But what did Vamp mean? What are Vamps? Is that short for vampires or something or what? Next, Destiny's Child. They didn't have much of a destiny. And what? They weren't really children. They were like grown adults, but whatever. Next, let's switch to some song titles. Okay, so you know the song Free Fallin' by Tom Petty that came out in 1989. Did the song ever mention having a parachute? Because, realistically, if you were free falling from an airplane or something like that, I hope you would have a parachute. Okay, just pointing that out. 5 worst things about living in the god-awful state of Illinois. Okay, the first one are governors. Okay, I swear, we've had like 3 governors that have ended up in jail for doing something stupid, and our current governor isn't too good either. Okay, next one, Chicago. Even though they make up the majority of our population, with all the shootings and robberies and stuff, they're making us look bad. They've been talking about leaving and becoming their own state for about 50 years. Just go ahead and do it. Next one, we're called the land of Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln was born in Kentucky. Can we have someone born in Illinois that represents us like Walt Disney? Can we be called the land of Disney instead of the land of Lincoln? Thank you. Next one, the weather. The summers are too hot and the winter are way too cold. Can we have some consistency, please? And thank you. And the last one, our sports teams. Okay, the Bulls haven't been good since Michael Jordan. The White Sox haven't won since 2005. The Cubs are getting their ass kicked on a daily basis. The Bears haven't won since 1985, and no one cared about hockey or the Blackhawks, okay? That's just I can do even though I am blind. Okay, the first one, I can drive a car. Okay, actually not. There would be a crash and a lot of fatalities, and the property damage might go up and insurance rates might rise, but yeah, actually that's not a good idea. Okay, second one, I can fly a plane. Just like, get one, fly in the air, and, oh, actually I would kill a bunch of birds. No, I'm good on killing birds, and crashing airplanes. Okay. Moving on. Actually having sex with someone. Yeah, I'm probably gonna remain a virgin for life. This one I don't have an answer to, because no one likes me. Like, I have no friends. No girls want to talk to me. So yeah, this one actually true. So, yeah. Everyone has either sent or received a weird text message from someone, whether their best friend or their dad or mom. So in this case, it's my mom. So she loves using voiceover since she's blind like me, and she doesn't type. She doesn't use dictation at all. So she relies solely on Siri. And we had to feed the dog. So she sent me a text message. It was supposed to say, do you want me to feed Solar? Because our dog's name is Solar. You know, we feed her at 9 o'clock. What came out was, do you guys want me to be solo? My parents have been married for 18 years, and now I guess she'd be solo out of the blue, and my dad getting kicked to the curb. Well, I guess she can be riding solo with Jason Derulo now, or something like that, but, it was real interesting how she's just like, oh, I'm getting a divorce over text message, yeah. We go from feeding dogs to being divorced, like, in an instant. Okay, that was quick. Good things about being short. Okay, the first one, Limbo. Like, since I'm short, I have never lost a game of Limbo. I never lose. I'm phenomenal at the game. Okay, number 2, you don't get hit in the face by tree branches. Okay, so you can be like walking down the sidewalk and there's a low-hanging branch. You can just go under it, but tall people know that you get hit straight in the face with it, and it's funny as hell. Okay, the third one is easier to get in the cars. You know the cars, they're like low toward the ground. Yeah. it is so easy just to duck down and get inside, but for tall people, they have to like bend down and hunch over, and it's just funny to watch them trying to get into a car that's really low to the ground. Fourth one, there is a festival specifically for short people. Yeah, I'm not making this up. I was in California or something. They have a festival where it's only for short people, and they have everything adjusted for their height stature. The fifth thing is hide and seek. Okay, you can squeeze into spaces and go into places when you're so short. You know, one of the best parts about being blind is the tool that we have to use to get around. Okay, so the main two tools that visually impaired or blind people use to get around is either a cane or a guide dog. So first one, the guide dog. I mean, it's like a free dog. I mean, it's not free because you had to get it from dog training schools, but it's like a free dog. They're your best companion, and they guide you across streets and through stores and around schools and stuff. It's the best thing ever. And the cane is my personal favorite because that's what I use, and it's a personal weapon. See, if you ever get jumped or mugged at night while you're just walking the streets, you can just fold your cane up and beat them like a baseball bat. And you can take it inside a stadium. You can't take weapons inside of stadiums or stores, basically. And you can just hit everyone you don't like. It's like 4 to 5 feet of fiberglass with a rubber grip on it, with a tip on the end of it. It's the greatest thing ever. You just beat up whoever. Things about being blind. The first one, if you had to put something in the U.S. Postal Service, if it is from a visually impaired person, you get the mail for free. That's pretty cool. Number 2, you don't have to see anyone's ugly ass face. I mean, it doesn't matter if they're the most beautiful person like Angelina Jolie or the most ugly person in the world like my brother. You don't have to look at them. It's the best. Number 3, everyone's your personal Uber driver. I mean, you could be like, please take me to the store, and they're like, fine. I mean, you can't drive yourself. We don't want a car wreck. Number 4, actually, guide dog. Yeah, you get a dog as your best friend. I mean, it's the best thing in the world. And the last thing, parking spots. Now, this is just for handicapped people, but visually impaired people do get to take advantage of it. You basically get to park right outside the store in one of the first couple parking spaces instead of having to park all the way in the back and walk all the way to the store. I mean, it's the best. It saves you so many steps. Having a really good day. Why? Because Game 7 of the Eastern Conference semifinals between the Bucks and the Nets just wrapped up, and the Milwaukee Bucks sent the Brooklyn Nets packing. Okay, I hate the Nets with a passion. Okay, but not only are they my least favorite team, they are my least favorite player in all of the NBA. Kevin Wayne Durant. Actually, I think he needs a new name. Yeah, Kevin fucking Durant, I hate you. I'm glad you went home. I fucking hate your guts. And you can sit on your couch and watch the rest of the playoffs. Because I'm glad you're not in it. And your stupid super team that you wanted to build in Brooklyn, yeah, suck that. They are pathetic, okay? And Brooklyn, losers. How come society is so twisted when it comes to guys and girls like fighting each other? So I was having a conversation with my friend, and we were talking about how guys and girls fight and stuff like that. I'm like, oh yeah, that happens in wrestling. Could I like wrestling? She's like, oh, that's not supposed to be like that, because guys can't hit girls, and that's always been the rule that I was taught while growing up. I'm like, yeah, but what if she starts to fight? Well, you're like, well, I guess you're just supposed to take it, but apparently, because you're not supposed to fight back and hit girls. So let me get this straight. So if a guy hits a girl, you're a criminal, you're getting charged with assault, aggravated assault, statutory rape, all this kind of stuff, apparently. But if a girl hits a guy, that's totally fine. They're gonna look the other way. They're gonna be like, he deserved it. Yeah, you're such a badass. He probably did the worst thing in the world, and you taught him a lesson. So how come it doesn't go both ways? I don't think that girl can get away with that guy can't. Number 1, makeup. I swear, if a guy puts on makeup, they're like, you look like such a clown, take it off. But a girl, they're like, oh, that's normal. Okay, cool. Number 2, nail polish. I swear, every time I put on nail polish, my dad's like, that's only for girls, and you look gay. But girls, they do it all the time. Number 3, socks. You know, I'm only allowed to wear mismatched colored socks on crazy socks day at school. But girls, they can do it whenever the hell they want. Like, really? Number 4, being short. Okay, I'm 5 feet tall, but apparently that's short. I get all the short jokes. They're like, hey, you should go work for Santa Claus in the North Pole and one of the elves. You see, but girls, no, it's normal for them to be short. They're like, oh, that's normal. And number 5, being around kids. I swear, I've seen so many stories of where guys are like around kids and people think they're being kidnapped or they're gonna harm the kid, but girls, they're like, oh, come look at our cute little babies. So, yeah, why are these things a thing?